Sir, now opponents withdrawn of debate, but still government go with the debate. What do you think, sir? This is a planned operation of Kerala government because once you approach the chief minister to discuss the Kerala issue, he refuses even a glance, right, sir? Now the conditions are being created to withdraw from the debate. So, do you think that the Kerala government is insulting the expert team of anti-Kerala committee?
You see, I will not say that they are insulting, but there is a serious doubt, whether the state government, because here, you see Chief Minister of Kerala and the various senior ministers and lot of, people associated with the ruling party.
Yes.
You see, they are saying that this is a great project, that this will revolutionize social and economic life of Kerala. So they are, saying such big things about the project, But we find, like we who have, like I am an engineer, I was associated with this project in the first 4 months, which are the crucial months, when all these, we were examining whether this project, this basic idea is right or not, what changes should be done. Now we find that this DPR,
Yes.
the detailed project report which they have submitted to railway board is actually an invalid document. It cannot be called a DPR because there are no ground studies in it. Very little, maybe just I would say 10% of the ground studies, 90% of the ground studies are not there. And there is so much of fudging and fabrication in this report, that now so many people, I mean, it is not just me. There are so many experts, who are voicing serious concerns about the validity of this DPR,
Yes.
So we hope that even now, that state government would create a situation, where a proper discussion can be held, You have to create the right environment, Now I am quite clear, that this is going to be a propaganda event by KRDCL. It is not a discussion organized by state government. It is a propaganda event organized by KRDCL.
Yeah. What do you think, sir? The debate is only a false? Do you think like that?
You will know very soon. You will see very soon, and I am quite sure people of Kerala will see that it is just a propaganda event. This is why I have withdrawn. I was ready to come. If they gave me clarification on these points, who is organizing it, who is the moderator, and will state government officers be present there? Senior officers, will they be present there to listen to what is being said? I got no response. So under these circumstances, there was no option but to say no. That is why I said ki in this, you haven't replied to my email and my serious concerns. So under these circumstances, I cannot come.
Sir, there have been heard many criticism loud and clear since the beginning of the Kerala, right, sir? The major problem is the Kerala will affect the people and the environment of Kerala, but still seems
Yes.
that the government of Kerala is moving ahead with the selfishness, which is seen as a prestige issue beyond the security of people and the environment. What do you think, sir?
You see, one thing is very clear, because this DPR is a very fudged and fabricated document. It has got so many deficiencies, Then if they try to go forward with this plan, it will create social and economic havoc in the state, The flood situation is most likely to worsen quite badly. People would be put to lot of discomfort because requirement of land will actually be more than twice of what they are now claiming. So they will be asking for more and more land, It will create more and more displacement to the people. So and there is also this thing, that these embankments, they are such high embankments, they will create a obstruction for people living on between people living on one side to the other side, So that itself is an issue, The living environment will be you see impacted negatively when you have this high wall, running from almost 80% of the alignment is on embankments or cuttings,
Okay.
So this is going. Unless you prepare scientifically prepare a DPR, after examining all the conditions, hydrological conditions, the population pattern, how the people will be affected by it, then this will be disastrous, If they try to go ahead with this DPR, it will be quite disastrous for the people of Kerala. I have no doubt about it. That is why I was keen, that somebody should be willing to discuss the DPR,
That you mean that the government decision, if they are go ahead with the Kerala, will push Kerala into a catastrophe, right?
Yes, definitely. You see, as even Niti Aayog has said,
Yes.
that cost will be twice of what Sistra and KRDCL have estimated. They have estimated something like 65,000 crores. Niti Aayog says it will be more than
Not the
1,20,000, right?
Yes.
And then after that, after the DPR was revealed, we have found that the ground conditions are indeed very weak. So my estimate is that the cost of construction will be more than 1.5 lakh, and it could go up to 2 lakh crores, And they are saying ridership of about 80,000, which is all a totally unmethodical first ridership estimate. I think ridership will be less than 1/3 of this, So you will be spending, the state will be spending 2 lakh crore rupees to create a line which will have very low ridership. So you see, Kerala is already having is in a financial situation, which is where it is burdened with massive debt. Kerala state has one of the highest debts in the country. If you take up a project like Kerala, then you see, you have the example of Sri Lanka in front of you,
Yes.
where they have invested so much of money in creating infrastructure which is of little use to the people. So this is going to be very harmful, I hope that the government will be willing to listen, and this DPR has to be rejected, And I am not against a new railway line, high-speed railway line in Kerala, but it should be the report, the DPR and feasibility report, they should be prepared in a scientific manner, so that they cause least disturbance to the people and the environment. The negative impact should be very less. The cost should be reasonable, and it should be made in such a way, that the stations are in the city center. Now they are taking stations to the outside, with plans of a lot of real estate development. So what is the purpose of this line? Is it real estate development or is to provide good transportation? So all these, issues have to be addressed while preparing a new DPR. So this is what I have to say.
And sir, once you said that the report is submitted by the Kerala government to the central government was prepared within 2 months, violation of all rules and regulations of Indian Railway without any technical study. Okay, sir. Do you think the central government will give the green light to K-Rail?
You see, this is this is what is important is that Railway Board has already made one mistake. That is of giving in principle approval on a totally bogus feasibility report. That mistake Railway Board has already made. I hope Railway Board will not repeat that mistake and approve DPR. I hope that Railway Board will see it, examine it critically, and they will reject this DPR. This is what I hope for the good of the state also.
Sir, do you think that the removal of Joseph C. Matthew from the panel was only a political issue, or the government afraid of the strong questions regarding the K-Rail? So what do you think?
You see, I am not so much aware of the political situation in Kerala, so I cannot comment on this. But I have to say one thing. that if he was to be removed, it should have been done in a more courteous manner, If you wanted to replace him, you should have done it in a more courteous manner, That is what is there.